Hello.
Hey Eric.
Carlo. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. We're here at the Flash on the Beach. It's the last day and it went well here at the FTT booth.
Yes. We are going a little about the history of FTT.
Okay.
Yes, maybe you could tell us a little about this?
Yeah, absolutely. FTT is inspired by the Java development tool, which comes with Eclipse. So all Java developers knows it well, and many of our employees are Java developers as well. We're originally agency. We're working for big clients and for other agencies, doing big projects. Many of them in Flash technology, of course. But we were missing a great tool that helps us to code very strict to the rules, very comfortable. You know, in a Java world, everything is original, so comfortable. So the IDE, the computer, is helping you at any place where it can. You know, it's about mathematics. So when a computer can analyze your code and see you're doing a mistake, it should fix it automatically for you. And we were totally in this workflow, and in the Flash world, we're missing all this stuff. You know, you have just a little bit of code highlighting, and there was not so much features.
And maybe, is it inspiration, the Java world?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Java workflow is one of the professionals. Of course, there are other workflows like Visual Studio, which is great also. But the Eclipse IDE, we really liked it, and many of us were original in it. So we decided we should build it for our own because there were nothing out there. And that's the way. It was a hard work at night after the normal work for clients to build it over a couple months. But in the end, we had an IDE and a workflow that we could use with around 30 developers in our company and some freelancers, and we were totally happy with it. And we're developing some new features, but that's it. But then the freelancers came to us and asked us, hey, can I use it in another project for other clients as well? And we said, it's not a product right now. We should invest a little bit more time to make a product of it. But in the end, we decided to do it, and I think that was a good decision because right now we're in version 3. We have a couple thousand users. We have great feedback from the community that tell us it's the best IDE. It saves me so much time. We have completely different feedbacks like I'm a bad programmer and FTT helps me to write great code. We have on the other direction feedback like I'm a great programmer and this saves me so much time. So it can be like 400% faster comparing to an IDE that don't help you with all these comfortable features. Yeah.
But maybe you could talk about the new feature you will put inside the new release?
Oh yeah. What is great about FTT is that he knows your code at any time. There's a live parser in it, and while he's understanding the code, he gives you tips and tricks and shortcuts how to make it better. Like once you trust this system, you start working like that. So you don't import a class, you just type the method, and because of that FTT will find this mistake and fix it automatically. So it's organizing the full path of import. And this is just one of the small features, but you don't type this long path. You type the method and say organizing import with one shortcut and it's writing automatically for you. Another one is just a small one again. You are typing a variable and you forget to declare it. Automatically FTT will see it, you see it in the problem view, you click on it and it fixes it automatically for you. The new features now comes, the refactoring is important too. Like, in a project, so it's agile at any time. You start programming something, then you come to a point and say, I have to change something again. And normally now you have to rewrite your complete code. But in FTT, we have refactoring features, like rename refactoring or move refactoring. So if you decide at any point of the project that you want to rename a class or a method or whatever, then FTT will change it in all these 1,000 lines of your source code. Move refactoring, you decide that this method would be better in another class, drag and drop it in another class and it's working. So, new features now. This is really the first time I say it in front of a camera, so you're the first guys who will see it. Really? We have two major new features. One is the profiler. Profiler is something that Adobe has in Flash Builder already, but we built an own profiler, which is, of course, that's our approach, a little bit better, so it's more handy, it's some more nice features, and you have a great overview over your time leaks, of your memory leaks, stuff like that. You can do snapshots of one run. Then you change something in your source code. You can see if your garbage collection is working or not. And then you do another snapshot of the changed version, and you compare those two snapshots together and can see what is the result. Is it better or is it not so good? Okay, that's a profiler, so I think people can imagine that we will do it. It will come in the 4.0 version. But another great feature that we think about now what we should do with it is a dependency visualizer. And that's really great because it's kind of UML visualization of the classes and methods. And it's animated, so you click on a class and you will see the methods and all the dependencies. So you can decide, is there a dependency to another class? You can't take this class and put it in another project. But if you see there's no dependency, then yes, you can do it. Great overview again for refactoring, so understanding code. Maybe code from someone else. Normally there's just millions of lines and you don't understand anything, but with the dependency manager you look in it and you have a great overview over all your thousands of classes and methods.
This is just great.
It's really, really nice.
But maybe sometime other developer company would be able to extend a little FDT, or is it something you
Oh
don't?
yeah, true, good question, absolutely. So right now we are finaling the 3.5 version, and the 3.5 version will bring all these cool features that we have for ActionScript 2 and ActionScript 3 for MXML completely. So MXML is supported right now too, but some of the refactoring features were missing. So 3.5 will fix it. 4.0 will be the first release that we build together with the community. So we are in contact with many cool guys like speakers here, or many successful developers out there, already customers. And we want to give them 100 virtual FTT dollars. It's a focus group of a couple of people. And now they can take this 100 virtual FTT dollars and they can buy features. They can buy for $100 one feature, or they can buy 5 features and 20 each. So we want to see in the end what are the most important features, and we want to bring it then in the new 4.0 version that we will start with the development in November after the release of 3.5. As I said, there are already existing features, but these new features we want to decide together with the community. After 4.0, we are strictly working on an SDK. FTT already has some extension points, but they are not documented right now. And we want to bring up an SDK later where people like Joa Ebert, who's doing great stuff, and we are still integrating this in FTT, we want to give them the possibility to do it without us. Just anyone who has a great idea can implement it. So that's the way of the Flash community. So anyone has a great idea. We don't have the time to do everything by our own. So if you are able, if you like to do it, you can extend it with the Eclipse framework and the FTT extension points.
Great, that would be really great.
Absolutely. So 2010 is the FTT year.
Seems to be.
Seems to be.
Just